Hi there, my name is Bridget Reid. I am currently taking the Women's School Master Class, and I started back in June, but wanted to share a little bit about what the class has done for me personally. There are a lot of things that I could share with you today, but probably the most impactful thing was one of the very first lessons that we did about dreaming. This was something that I thought, I have dreams, I know what my aspirations are, I know what I'm doing with my life. And it came time to put that on paper and write it down. And I was stuck. I didn't have anything to say. I'd always dreamed of going to school, getting an education, getting married, starting a family. And all of those had already happened for me. You know, my family is complete. I've accomplished things in my career. I've accomplished things in my life that I'm very proud of. But I didn't have any dreams or anything to look forward to. I had things that I could look forward to with my family and my children, but at the same time, nothing that I was working on for me. This class has really taught me to stop and be intentional with myself and where I want to go rather than just going through the motions of life and waking up day in and day out and just doing things over and over and over again. I decided that I wanted to live a life with intention and purpose rather than just waiting for life to happen to me. And you'll hear January say a lot of those things that, life doesn't happen to us, it happens for us. So back to the lesson on dreaming. I had always, as a young girl, I had always had this fascination with dolphins. Loved them, loved the ocean, loved killer whales, watched Free Willy growing up. Every time we were at the beach, I was counting the dolphins in the ocean and thought that this is something that I was very passionate about. Going to career day, that's what I wanted to be every year, was a marine mammal trainer. I didn't want to be a marine biologist. I didn't want to be in the ocean. I wanted to be with the dolphins in a contained, safe space rather than just wide open in the ocean. But we moved to Florida for a little while. We were exposed to a lot of different opportunities there. Came back to Kentucky. And it was kind of one of those things that we just said, I'm going down a different path. This isn't working for me, but I'd always had it in the back of my mind that I wanted to just swim with dolphins. And I know if you go on vacation or if you go to, a lot of those all-inclusive resorts, you can hop in the water and swim with dolphins, do the discovery adventures, and it's a simple, easy thing. But for me, when I started writing down what were some of those things that came to my mind as the attainable goals that I knew this is something I can do. Owning your first home, starting a family, contributing to your kids and showing up for them. Those are things that I knew I could do. But then you started to write down, what are those dreams that I have on my heart or I have that won't go away, that I know I want to work towards, that will build a better version of myself? What are those things that I want to work on, and things that I see it here in the near future, things that it's a stretch, but I can reach it and I can do it. I'll get there. And then the impossible dreams that I'll never get there, but this is what I'm shooting for. This is what I'm aiming for. And someday I'm going to do it. Someday I'm going to make it happen. So in going through this exercise of dreaming as part of the master class, I started to write down these goals and dreams. And one of my possible dreams that I knew I could do, check off my list. And I don't mean it in the sense of just to check it off and get it done and move on, but this was to build momentum, and this was to get me started on that first step of just getting started and knowing that I can do this. This is something I know today I can make happen. And then the next step is going to be a little bit bigger, and the next step is going to be a little bit bigger, but I'm building those skills and confidence in myself to know that I'm going to get there. So when I am going after that big, audacious or big, hairy, audacious goal or dream, whatever you're looking at, it's attainable, and you know that you're going to get there. And here are the steps that I'm going to use and follow to get there, because I've done this before. I've been down this road. I know what to expect. Here's how I'm going to get there. So this summer we went with our family on vacation, and just up the road there was a dolphin encounter. And I told my husband, I said, I want to swim with the dolphins. I know it seems silly, but I want to do it. So my oldest two daughters, I have four girls. My oldest two daughters were big enough to actually get in the water and do the dolphin experience with me. And the whole purpose of following your dreams in pursuing them, as January will talk about, is to figure out how this dream gives back and how it contributes to others. And I can definitely say that this dream, as it was happening, was certainly contributing to my family. While we were in the water, we're having the close encounter, we're petting the dolphins, we're doing the tricks, we're about to swim out and do the dorsal fin toe, and we're doing the dolphin push where they take their noses and push you through the water. We were about to do all this, but right when we were having the close encounter, my oldest daughter, who's 11, said, "Mommy, I'm so glad that I'm getting to do your dream with you. I know this is something that you've always wanted to do, and I'm so excited that I get to do it with you today." So cue the waterworks. Here I am in the water. I've got these 2,000-pound animals right here in front of me. And my daughter just said probably the sweetest thing that she's ever said. And I knew at that moment that I wasn't getting to achieve my dream. I was doing more than that because I was being a model for her. I was showing her that, yes, I had a birthday this year. I turned 40. I'm thinking I'm 10 years away from being 50. What am I doing with my life? Having all this self-reflection, swimming with the dolphins. But more than that, I'm teaching my daughter that it's okay no matter how old you are, whatever stage. If I had this dream when I was a young kid, even though I'm just now accomplishing it at the age of 40, I'm still chasing my dream. I'm still going after it. I'm still making it happen. So that was such a special moment for me to share that experience with them and then to have her say those words to me. So I know that this dream of contributing back and elevating my higher self led back to that moment with my daughter. And it modeled for her that her mom is choosing to follow her dreams. And that I hope she continues to do that throughout life, that she sees I'm following my dreams, and I want her to follow her dreams as well. So we're in the middle currently of a move. There have been a lot of big changes that have happened during this class, and I think a lot of that attributes back to breaking things down, digging deep into yourself. And if you do the homework and if you dig in, you are going to see results. You're going to see the efforts pay off. If you watch the classes, you do the exercises, you participate in the homework, you have your community of women who are empowering you, you are going to see results. So we decided, we built our home 4 years ago. This was our forever home, our dream home. Had no intentions of moving. We are currently in the middle of a move. And while I was moving, I came across a piece of paper and I shared it with my strategist. And it was a piece of art that my daughter had drawn when she was in preschool and probably, I don't know, maybe kindergarten. But anyway, she had drawn this paper and it says, "When I grow up, I want to be," and on it, it says a dolphin trainer. So this is something that my daughter had shared many, many years ago. She's now 11, but I came across this and I sent it to my strategist and I said, all of this is worth it. I know swimming with dolphins seems like a silly dream, but it's not. There is no dream that is too big or too small to go after. And if God has put that dream on your heart, then it is up to you to fulfill that purpose and carry out that dream. So I'm here to tell you that you are never too old or too young to start dreaming. The more that you start sooner, start now, just get started. This class has taught me so much about doing just that. There are other dreams, more larger dreams. At this stage in my life, in my career, I'm not going to be a dolphin trainer, but I can say I've swam with dolphins. It was an incredible experience. It was such a rush for me to be in the water with these massive animals and to know that I'm trusting them to do their thing. And it was such a rush, such a moment. But again, most importantly, I got to share that with my daughter. So again, don't wait to get started. Start today. Start with those dreams that you can achieve, that you can go after and fulfill. Then move on to the next dream, and then the next dream, and then the next dream. You will find yourself building confidence skills, setting examples for others to follow. As I've encountered other women, they see that fire. They see that there is something different about me. And it's because I've invested in myself to take this class. I've invested in those that are also taking this class with me now, invested in their dreams, help them, empower them, encourage them, cry with them, pray with them. All of the things, but we have to understand that this community that we're building of women, strong, empowered women, are really making an impact, and others will see that, and others will aspire to do the same. So thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed it. Maybe you've learned a little bit more. I look forward to seeing you soon.